Merry Christmas, everyone, and welcome to our Festivus episode of the Built Different podcast with Tucker Speed. This was an awesome time. We had all of the crew, talked a lot of crap. We had a lot of laughs. We had a good time. I hope you guys enjoy this one. Remember, this podcast is brought to you by TuckerSpeed.com, your one-stop shop for all your performance-related parts for your Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Please give us a 5-star review and a follow. Enjoy, cheers, and we'll see you in 2025. Are we rolling? Timer's going. All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the second annual Festivus podcast with Tucker Speed. We got the whole crew here today. Do some quick introductions. We'll start on the right. Fred, second go around here with Festivus. Glad to see you're still with us.
Yeah, I like it still. So I'm still hanging out.
Good. We'll just keep you on the payroll for a little longer. Jay.
What's up? How you doing tonight, Mr. Tucker?
Very good, sir. Very good. Thank you.
Good to hear. How's your evening?
I'll tell you in about an hour.
Okay.
To my left, Tori. Welcome back.
Thank you.
And Steve.
Hello.
If y'all don't know Steve, when you call up Tucker Speed, you probably get Steve that picks up the phone. And our new guy, our podcast rookie, this is his first go-around, our new guy, Jake. Welcome, Jake. You nervous?
A little bit, but
There's nothing to be nervous about. Just have some more of that whiskey.
I think I'll get through it.
Hey, we're just going to bullshit for an hour, talk shit, have a good time.
Get it.
And, yeah, we'll see where it goes. So, like I said, this is Festivus. We're going to start with the airing of grievances. So we'll go around and we'll hear everybody's complaints. Take it easy on me, please. And we'll end the night with the feats of strength. Whoever can take down head of household gets to host next year.
Is that taking down the gorilla?
Nope, that's me. I have no gorilla.
Okay. Oh.
No gorillas. So, all right, let's get the party started, huh? How about a shot, everybody?
Woo!
Welcome. Jordan. Oh, yeah, we forgot to introduce Jordan.
Yeah, Jordy.
Jordy's in the corner, always
Over there in the corner in a really small chair. But Jordan, the man that makes all of this happen, thanks for joining us, Jordan, even though you're not on camera again.
Damn, that's good
But
with
he
the
does
cranberry.
have a mic, so he can and will be expected to chime in.
Say something, Jordan. Come on.
Check.
Fishing.
Thanks, Jordan.
Fishing.
All right. Did we toast?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That whiskey's good with the cranberry, by the way.
It's good. Cinnamon whiskey cranberry.
Yeah.
It's the new thing.
Yep. Festive
And then
Uh-oh.
wash down with a yellow belly.
yellow jacket.
So
Yellowstone.
y'all don't have to be so quiet. Let's jump into some grievances, huh? Well, let's hold off. Let's wait on that. Let's maybe let's do a quick overview of our year here at Tucker Speed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a grievance right away.
Well, hold
On that one.
Hold.
Let me. Okay.
Hold.
Never forget it.
No, I won't.
Old boy's got a hair trigger. He's ready to go.
Careful.
So 2024 has been a good year for us. We've been super busy all year in the shop. We didn't do a lot of traveling. I traveled a little bit with BRL this year. We all went to Four Corners this year, which was a great
That
time.
was fun.
Sorry, Jake, you didn't get to join us there.
Because he punked out. He could have gone.
I started 2 days before.
He
Yeah,
could have gone.
But
but
Should have been ready.
you'll be there next year,
Right?
right?
Actually
I
been
will,
packed.
for sure.
Don't miss it next year.
It's okay. I didn't go my first year either.
Yeah.
What else? Remind me, what did we do this year? What was some of the big events this year?
I mean, our 10-year
show.
anniversary.
Ooh.
What was that?
Our 10-year anniversary.
Yep.
We had a party celebrating that. Yeah, Steve, good call. The 2-bit show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was
Really
fun.
cool.
About
forget.
2-bit was a big one. Sorry, Jordan's interrupting us again.
Jordan was showing his wiener. We all had to look.
Put it away, Jordan.
Sorry.
2-bit show. What else? I'm blanking. I can't even think of what we did this year.
No broken bones.
Yeah. That was the main highlights because
We were busy.
Really busy.
We were busy all year.
Willow Springs. You went to Willow Springs.
We went to Willow, and I went to Michigan, and I went to Nebraska with BRL, just announcing. Hopefully in 2025, we'll be back in the pits and racing. So stay tuned for updates on what we're doing next year.
what did you think about announcing? What was your overall take on it? Given
I actually enjoy it. It's actually a good time. It's chaos because you're really just, like like if we were sitting here right now on the mics and just watching a race on TV, that's essentially what I have to go off of. So I'm literally just calling what I see on the screen in front of me. And there's a lot of homework that I have to do I have to know what I'm seeing on screen to be able to talk about it, right? So there's a lot of homework. And like the nice thing is like I've been with BRL since the beginning. So most of the regulars in BRL I know.
Right.
But they brought in a bunch of new classes this year that I don't know any of those guys, and it's hard to learn all of them. But I actually enjoyed it. It was nice for me to do that this year because it allowed me to go to the races. And, even though I couldn't race because of my leg, but I was still able to attend and be a part of it. But I want to get back in the pits, maybe get back on a bike, but we're going to maybe try and have a couple bikes out there next year.
Yeah.
So,
Couple. Sweet.
yeah.
I mean, I think that's what that was. I was going to say my grievance was, missing the
Not
the racing, man. Yeah, it was.
At least he kept them announcing, like, engaged with the whole thing, kept it going, so that's good.
Yeah, I mean, Willow Springs is interesting seeing because Cody and I went, and then Tori was busting her backside as well, doing all the behind the scenes stuff, man, like getting all the printouts of the results from each heat, race and all that, so you could, do your job. And like you said, organized chaos. I didn't know, all that went behind the scenes to get you the stuff that you need or the announcers need to, do their job. So
it's
pretty
no
cool.
dig on the BRL. They're just very short staffed.
Yeah.
I mean, and even to do the announcing thing, there's a lot going on there.
Oh yeah.
And I can't get up in the middle of the race and go get all those,
Exactly.
the results and the grids and all that stuff. So it's like, when I went to Nebraska, it was kind of that way. I didn't have Tori that weekend.
Oh man.
We didn't really have a helper, so it was a little more chaotic. And then the second go around, Tori helped me. And then in Willow, I had Tori and you and Cody,
Right.
Which was a huge help. But
Yeah, it was interesting.
I want to go back to racing. So.
And I'll tell you what, I will get a new sweater. This says "Oh Snap." This was in honor of your injury last year. Once you get that leg healed,
I'm going to wear it when you break your leg.
And you're on the bike. then I'll get a new one. No, there'll be no breaking of legs.
No, we're not breaking any more bones.
No bones broken. Just the only thing that's going to get broke still is probably Jordan's neck. That's probably about it.
It's going to go.
Yeah, when you go to kick it off.
that way.
Yeah.
Oh man, good times. Yeah. So what else? BRL, 2-bit, 4 corners. It's really about our anniversary. A big year for us. 10 years. It doesn't seem like it seemed like we were always running. Mm-hmm. But now that we sit here and talk about it, it's like it's not that much stuff. But I think it was just because we were so busy.
Right.
One of the reasons that we brought Jake in to help out up front is just Steve was just getting absolutely steamrolled. Mm-hmm.
Bring it.
I mean, and you handle it like a champ.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you
handle it like a champ, but like at the same time, like how efficient is it and how much business are we losing because we just can't get every phone call and we can't answer every email and we can't
afford for Steve to be burned out.
True. But so yeah, that was one of the big reasons we brought on Jake, and we'll be hiring a couple of tech or maybe 2 for next riding season and gearing up. But yeah, that's 2024 in a nutshell, I guess, unless you guys can think of anything else.
No, it was just rolling here. It seemed like the year kind of flew by.
Yeah.
We stayed
It really did.
really busy and engaged here, just in the building.
Crazy that it's already December 2024. I mean, I started the year off in a cast and in a wheelchair and rehabbing my leg, and that kind of ate up the first 5 months of my year, is just rehabbing my leg. And so yeah, that didn't help my situation. But yeah, so let's jump into some grievances. I know you got one, Owens, so tee it up.
Oh, so I got to tee it up. I think I'll start. Of course, I'll keep my theme going with the motor company.
Oh boy.
And
right into it.
Yeah, I'll just stick with it because I had one last year.
Don't be afraid to jump in here, Jake.
Not unless you want it. No, if the rookie wants to go first,
No.
by all means, hit it.
No, you're good.
He's like, no.
I'll follow your lead. That made me think of one. So.
No, so the the motor company, for one, I thought did really well on the CVOs. But the one thing that really torqued me, I think over the past, I want to say the year, was when they tried to go woke, and that CEO tried to bring in that garbage. I mean, he was, and I don't know if those guys, those CEOs were following suit, with all the other big companies. But in the words of my boy T-Bear, go woke, go broke. So, and it was just interesting how all those.
Who's T-Bear?
It's old Trump.
Bear.
It's Trumpy Bear, baby.
Trumpy Bear.
T-Bear. I don't know.
I never heard T-Bear.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if I say Trump, it'll get, it'll flag some on the YouTube and then shut us down. But because they're listening to us.
I'm sure they
You
got
guys-
this playing in Biden's office right now.
You guys need to put
Nice.
those cell phones away because they're listening. Okay. No.
They did turn it around pretty quick.
No, they
though.
did.
Like, they
Like,
backed off that shit when they
Yeah.
knew they were.
I think they saw real quick
Yeah.
that the Harley community was not playing no games.
Yeah.
No. So that was probably one of the. I just cannot believe. I mean, I think we saw a lot this past 4 years with that side, but starting to see, especially when you have a community that's probably more the conservative, straight America type crowd to do something like that, man, I was kind of shocked on it. I know we had probably some discussions in here, about when it went down, but I just don't think. I just wish, really, the country would just stop it. All the sports, ESPN, all that. I mean, they've all taken that stuff in, and all it does is divide. And then I think with that, at least these guys, did a 360 on it. But I don't even know why even introduce it, type deal. But that would be my one complaint that I saw that kind of had me fired up, in the motor, with them kind of leading the charge, because the motor company they're kind of leading in a sense, and for them to do something like that, it just kind of floored me on that, especially with what happened to Bud Light, and because you saw what happened there.
Yeah.
I mean, they were losing big time, and that was probably one.
Wasn't there somebody who like I don't know, they blew up their Harley or something?
I think
they destroyed it or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
there's a
think
couple
so,
people
man.
Like in protest,
Right. There's some TikTok videos
Yeah.
going around,
Yeah.
people doing that stuff.
which is I don't know.
That's probably a little extreme.
Debadging their bikes and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
funny.
They're still riding
like-
them though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Carhartt did it. Like there was all kinds of stuff going on.
Some of us
right?
possess that quality of loyalty, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to Harleys. And so you get all these guys who are attached to riding motorcycles in general, but their bike of choice happens to be the American Harley Davidson. And then you feel like you just got kind of, blindsided by these guys that you've invested a lot of your time and thoughts into. You built a community around it, and then they come out and they just take a hard left and totally change the dynamic, the way everybody views it, how you feel.
Right. No, it's good.
I mean, I think they tested the water. They tried it, right?
Mm-hmm.
At least they recognized that it didn't, it didn't sit well with their customer base.
Right.
They should have been smart enough to know
Yeah.
their customer better than that before they tried it.
Yeah.
And it seemed like they
But-
queued it up for Sturgis, and that's
Yeah.
that's where it really hit the fan.
Yeah,
I feel
it
like.
was pretty hardcore with both Bud Light and Harley. I mean, there was photos circling, the internet of, like the Harley demo area in downtown
Empty.
Sturgis was just empty
Yep.
in boycott of.
Yeah.
And maybe that, I don't, we weren't there. We weren't in Sturgis. So I don't know how much of that was true. How much of that was like a picture taken at like 6 a.m. on Sturgis, like nobody's there at 6 a.m. anyway. So
Yep.
how true was it? I don't know. If it was true, whatever it was, they listened. They got the message, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they backtracked real
Yeah.
quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
And at least they did that much.
Right.
But they still screwed up.
Oh, big time.
If you don't know your customer base, you're.
Yeah. That CEO.
You got to
should
know
be
your
fired,
customer
man.
base. And apparently he doesn't.
No.
So
Well, I mean, it's from Germany.
hopefully he does now.
He's Germany, man. That's why.
But
We won the
no,
war,
that's
by
a
the
good
way.
one, Owens. That's a good one. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, me too.
as far as the industry wise, I mean, that was a big deal. I mean, it was all over the news. It was all
Right.
all the talk. Like you said, it was the hype around Sturgis and all that. So that's a good one. Who else has got one with the industry? Before we go to internal grievances, let's just stick with the industry. Anybody?
One thing that kind of makes me think about is, I know Tony and I have talked about it in the past, is how you walk into a dealership and it's more of a sterile environment instead of like your traditional down to earth, like Harley Davidson, remembering where the roots came from a little shed in Wisconsin, and you go in there and they've got this, kind of persona of like, just not that old school Harley feel anymore.
It's like walking into the Apple store or something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Or a car dealer.
Or
Yeah,
a car dealership or Walmart or like there's no personality and there's no culture inside there.
Right.
No, they're failing their customers. They're failing the community.
They really are.
And maybe all I can really speak to is our, here in Utah, Salt Lake, Ogden, whatnot, maybe even a little farther south. They're failing us. They're failing their riders with service work, with what they will sell, what they won't sell. And you can take that as far as what they'll sell to aftermarket shops. And they're literally failing the community.
Agreed. We had an hour-long conversation about that stuff this morning.
Right.
Yeah.
And, I feel like that right here in northern Utah, we're in one of the worst spots in the country when it comes to Harley dealerships, unfortunately for us. I mean, you could look at it as fortunately for us, because maybe that's why we're so busy, right? Mm-hmm. Is nobody enjoys shopping at the local dealership.
I hear so much of it up front, and of course you got to take that stuff with a grain
Sure.
of salt. You wrong somebody even in the slightest, and they'll talk, and that's how it goes. But when you hear it over and over, and even though it is good for us, like, well, we're happy to take, have your business, and we'll do what you want us to do. But it's still just disappointing in general, like coming from a dealership who are supposed to be. There's always been that notion that the dealership is the know-all, end-all. They're the ones that have all the answers. They're the ones that we're supposed to be able to fix everything. And that seems like that has not been the case for some time now. And the more that time goes on, it seems like that the idea of profiting has taken way too much steam over keeping their community and their customer base, happy, just on the road.
I mean, I think we've talked about it before. I think it's also kind of area specific, because we have been to dealerships where you see, the owners that are down there mingling with the customers and do have that feel. And I think that's why it stings a little bit more for us as we see what everybody else gets. And so I think it is kind of area specific. But I mean, we could look at it as it does us a big favor, but it also kind of just hurts the riding community as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, I think one of the biggest differences is the passion. Like you can ask anyone around this table, and we all have passion for the Harley Davidson motorcycle, the culture, the people you meet, our customer base. You go to a Harley dealership and you don't feel that. At least I don't, locally anyway.
Yeah, I mean, and just speaking like locally, I mean, I think our dealerships here, there's a few personnel within the dealership that do get it.
Oh,
but they're a
100%.
little hamstrung by their upper, management
For sure,
and ownership and all that to act a certain way and do business a certain way and what they can and can't do, right? And I mean, I've seen it for the last 15 years in this area, and it's been the same. It's never changed. I keep hoping that one day, they're going to figure it out and something will change, but it ain't happening. So yeah, it's tough, man. And there's a lot of dealerships around the country. I shouldn't say a lot. There's a few, and I think it's getting fewer and fewer that really have that old school mentality or I don't even know if I call it old school. I think it's just a different way of operating. a non-corporate mentality. Like, you know, they're still in this small business mindset.
Yeah.
They're still doing it because it's what they love doing, and they're still passionate about it.
What do you think on that too, man? Is that a lot of the generation that inherited from their parents have sold out? You know, I mean, how many have actually kept it?
In the family?
Kept it going in the family. I mean, I think, you know, Joe is probably one. You know, talking to him at Willow Spring. You know, he's
Joe
like
Hooped of Suburban Motors.
Suburban Motors.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's what did he say? 50 years into it. You know, and you think what his dad did before. You know, and here he is still. You know, he's still grinding. He's still got that old school mentality, where
Well, and you can see his passion.
right,
Like,
no doubt.
for motorcycling. Like, that dude owns a dealership. He's a dealership owner. And then he's at the races, you know,
Wrenching it, man.
wrenching on race bikes and changing tires and
Right.
running around the pits and doing the whole thing. Like, you know, how
Yeah.
many big CEOs do you see doing that?
No.
And
he-
that's
right.
the difference. And, you know, and I guarantee that, you know, when you walk into his dealership, there's a different feel when you walk in there than when you walk in one that is, you know, owned by a big conglomerate or
Right.
trying to operate like a car dealership or whatever, and they just lose all of that personality. It's unfortunate. I hate
Yeah.
to see it, and I think that the aftermarket world, all the aftermarket brands, and all of the independent shops are what are like continuing to nurture the culture around this brand that we all love. But Harley doesn't see us as the ones nurturing it. They see us almost as the ones trying to steal that from them,
Like a threat, yeah.
like a threat. Like, and they don't. And maybe I'm biased because I'm on that side. We're an independent, right? So maybe I'm biased in that viewpoint, but it's just the way I feel.
But I mean, you got the independent shops, like, you know, the Fred said, a threat, and not only just a threat, but I mean, the guys who are going to look outside the box and do the things that the dealership won't, you know, and I think that's kind of a game changer too. Most people are trying to find those type of shops that are kind of going to tailor to different needs, not just the bolt-on stuff, you know, where they can get at the dealership.
Yeah.
But,
It's a good one. I mean,
Yeah.
come on, Steve. You brought a notebook. I know you're
Yeah, I
prepared for
did.
this.
My memory's short these days.
hearing-
Tire rats.
Tire
Oh,
rat.
yeah.
Don't get Harris started. Here we go. Break out the video.
Rat tire. That's a good term for it.
Yeah,
that
that's-
term.
Go ahead and turn it around.
Yeah, whoever did the last one with that, just go ahead and just come on back.
Take as many tires as you want.
Yeah.
Just don't leave a mess out there, man. Like, who raised you? Where's your who's your mother?
I think the last one was intentional, don't you guys?
I do. I got that
What do you
vibe
think,
right
Harris?
away. Like, only
Do you think it's because they saw my sign?
I think so, because you went.
They took every tire out and
Yeah.
threw them all in there
every
sideways.
single tire.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on.
Well, I guess
man.
if the listeners don't know what a tire rat is, because maybe they don't even know what a tire rat is. Let me tell you what a tire rat is. So we have a stack of used tires out back of our building from doing tire changes,
For the stunt guys.
and
They're all in bad shape. There's no need to
they're
go,
all
go
stunt
through
guys
it.
used
love 'em.
tires. They're bald, have nails in them, have holes in
20
them.
years old.
cracks,
Yeah,
20 years
20
old.
years
whatever.
old.
There's a reason they're sitting out in the weather, right?
Stunt guys love.
But some of the broke asses or, you know, whatever, whoever it is, like they like to, you know, and I'm one that I like to keep everything clean and organized. You guys know that. Like, and we keep those tires pretty stacked and organized. Sure enough, we get them all stacked up nice. We come in the next morning, some cheap asses dug them all out because the one he wanted was right in the bottom of the stack, and he just chucked them all across the parking lot. Now we got to go restack them. And so, yeah, Tori puts a sign out there that says, like, you know, if you want a tire, take it, but just leave them organized and clean. But no, nobody has the decency.
Something
Clean
like
up
that
after
is what it
themselves.
said.
Yeah, something along those lines.
So,
She put the Harris twist on it.
I mean, really, we don't, I mean, you know, so people understand, like, we don't care if you take the used tire. it actually costs us money to dispose of them,
Yeah.
right? So by taking it, you're actually saving us $3.
But if we got to spend an hour restacking
taking
the
an
tires
hour
every
of our
day,
morning
it's
to
ridiculous.
clean up the alley so that the other businesses can even drive their vehicle to park. You're costing us.
Tire rats.
I like that one. Tyrant.
We're gonna get the Marine on a stakeout.
Yeah.
Keep an eye out.
Yeah,
Sniper on the
Seriously,
roof.
we need to find like
You guys better not mess with Butler.
Every time it's like
Recon sniper.
it happens. Tori's on the security cam and she's like, "It's an overweight white guy with jeans and a leather jacket on."
Perfect.
Like, well, that really narrows it down.
Pretty sure.
Or it's a young kid, so it's like both ends of the spectrum.
I'm pretty sure this was one of our grievances last year too.
Well, it's an ongoing problem.
Probably gonna have to close it up.
It's probably happening right now when we're on the podcast.
Yeah.
Probably some broke ass out there digging through the
Well, like
tires.
there's a fence
in the
around
snow.
it, so
Yeah.
it's obvious that like, I don't know, like it's our property regardless if they're used or not. So yeah, I thought I'd be nice, put a sign, take a tire if you want, but don't be an asshole and make a mess of them. Like,
Yep.
There's a cycle there, you know, like if your life is in such bad shape that you need to go dig through a stack of quite literally unsafe tires to put on your bike and you leave a mess, that's probably why your life is in the shape that it is.
Good point.
I like it.
Oh, Butler.
Tire rats.
Just-
That's a good one.
Just tied it
We got
up
the
in a nice
motor
little bow.
company. We got the local dealers, or just dealerships in general, and the lack of personnel. We got tire rats. That's a good starting three. Hey, Fred, what do you got?
You know, I was thinking about both of those things the whole time. We don't have any grievances this year. I been struggling to come up with it, except for it was work. Now we're working on old stuff that's
It came to a
Sucky,
screeching halt
but it
here in
still
the last
worked.
week or so.
It did.
yeah, but it's
Doing
still.
all the fun.
I've been thinking about it. It's like kind of fun though. I haven't built a chopper in
Going
20
back in
years,
time.
and now I'm kind of excited about it. But
Before you get too far off the tire rats topic, we got them coming in through the ceiling.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
we
I was
have.
proud about that.
Man, Jordan coming in clutch.
Yeah, good job. I mean, that was going to be one of that, you know, to kind of tie in, but Jordan, that can be Jordan's grievance.
That was more
So
than
go
a
ahead.
tire rat.
Yeah, yeah, that was.
That was a helmet
Rat,
rat.
straight rat.
Straight up rat.
Yeah.
Like a tire opossum. Or something.
Came through the skylight.
I hope,
hanging upside down.
I hope he broke a rib on that one because it looked like he jacked something up.
Oh, yeah.
when he came in.
And it's
We did
booby
have a-
trapped
whoever you
now,
are,
so don't even
hope
think
you got
about
it.
trying it again.
We did have a breaking and entering this year. When was that? Four Corners?
Four corners.
Yes.
We were out of town, and yeah, sure enough, we come back from being out of town.
well, I guess
Well-
before that, it was the middle of the night, and I get a notification that the
In
alarm
Four Corners.
in Four Corners that the alarm's gone off. So I like wake him up, and I'm like, you know, I pull up the cameras and I'm looking, and I'm kind of scanning away.
Oh,
You know-
not the nipple.
I'm scanning the cameras and going room to room, and I don't see anything obvious. So I tell Tony, the alarm company's going to be calling you. From what I can see, everything looks fine. So the alarm company calls and says, hey, we've got a notification that your alarms are going off. And Tony says, no, it's fine. You can disregard. Don't send the police. So we think that's the end of it until
Until we get home, and we show up on Tuesday morning, and there was helmets in my work base scattered all over there, like all my
Yeah.
personal helmets that I have on the shelf.
Hangers on the floor.
Yeah, and just random stuff scattered around the shop, and
Glad it wasn't that R10.
We thought
That
it was a
R10 saved
raccoon,
it.
right?
we thought it was a cat or a
Yeah.
raccoon,
Cat, yeah.
which
Right.
we've had in the past. We've had animals come in like through the garage door during the day. We don't see them. We go home at night, and they come out wandering, set the alarms off, you know, knock shit off the shelves and stuff. So that was my first thought. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, a cat, a raccoon, something. And there was things that like just didn't make sense, like the hangers. Like that was weird. Like that's going to be hard for a cat to do. But one of the helmets that was in my work bay was not one of my helmets. That was when I was like, wait a minute, something's weird here, because it was a new helmet with a price tag on it that was normally in the showroom. I'm like,
That's
I don't know what kind of fucking cat we got that's, you know, carrying helmets around.
A big one.
But
Then somehow we notice the skylight's gone.
so yeah,
Yeah.
we look up and then the skylight's open. We're like, what the hell? Like, did we? And then my second thought was windstorm. Like, man,
Yeah.
did we have a windstorm and it blew the skylight off?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell? Like, and the wind came in and blew a bunch of stuff off the walls. And then, so me and Jake, grab the ladder. We climb up on the roof, and we start looking at the skylight, and we're like, well, this is no windstorm. There's pry marks on here. So we scurry down the ladder and come back inside, and we're like, we need to look at the security footage again. And sure enough,
Got CSI on the case.
yeah, Tori gets
Good
on the
old
cameras,
Harris.
and
Got on the face.
sure enough, we got Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible coming in through the skylight.
Dangling by a tooth.
And he comes in. As soon as he hits the floor, the security system goes off. He goes crazy. He grabs a couple of helmets, tries to chuck them up through the skylight. He gets one to go out, one misses. That's the one that we found sitting on the floor next to my work bay. And he goes back out the skylight, and we never did catch the dude. But since we're telling everybody this story, just know that we've also, bulked up our security system. We put motion sensors on the skylights and all that, so don't try that shit anymore.
Yeah, there's ribbon wire and dogs and snipers
yeah.
all around.
And you can see the
Kind of
video
looked
on
like
Instagram.
he shit himself too. I mean,
Right?
we were watching that part for a minute and get some DNA, but
Yeah, the video's on Instagram if you haven't seen it already. There's clips of the whole ordeal on Instagram, so you can check it out if you haven't seen it already. Another funny thing, like Tori's like obsessed with like CSI and crime scene stuff, and so she was like geeking out over it. She calls the police,
She's good.
and they take the helmet, the one helmet that was left behind, and they take it and fingerprint it. And she's all like giddy, like, oh, we're going to catch him. Like, we're going to get his fingerprints. We're going to find him. And they come back and they're like, yeah, we found a set of prints. They belong to one Anthony Tucker. And we're like, damn,
How are your prints in the system there, Tucker? What's going on?
I don't want to go into that.
Okay.
We'll just leave that where.
There you go. Way to bring that up. Knew there was something.
Yeah.
What was funny about that too is that guy, he came like halfway back in the maintenance bay, and then set off. He triggered the alarm, but then he knew right where to go because he did get the carbon fiber Ghost Bandit or the carbon fiber
He was
Simpson,
looking
right?
in the windows, probably, right?
We don't know.
I mean, it just looked like he went bead.
He definitely
right
was
for that.
moving
like,
around, and we got to realize, like, it's light on the cameras, but that's because they're like infrared or whatever they
Right.
call them, right? It's pretty dark in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you come in here at night and there's no lights on, especially in the shop. It's pretty dark back there.
That's
and
true.
the way when he hit the ground.
What time was it when it hit? Was it early?
It was
in
like
the-
2 or 3 in the morning.
Okay, so
Kids
yeah, you're right.
wake
Yeah,
up.
it would be dark.
the way he
there.
sprinted up front,
It almost.
Oh, you did?
I'm like 100%
Yeah, he
positive.
hauled ass
definitely
up there, grabbed some shit,
Yeah,
tried to run
like,
out.
He knew where he was
Well,
going.
and those
like maybe.
skylights are, I don't know what you call them, not like they have the
Opaque.
fog or whatever, and so it's like him looking in to know that there was
Yeah,
a
so there's
landing
place to get
under
down,
that
yeah.
specific one.
We have
There's
four
three
skylights. Four
The
skylights.
roof is what, 30,
Probably.
40 feet up there by the time you're at
Yeah.
the
There's
skylight?
There's 4 skylights.
Yeah.
3 of the 4, it's a 30-foot drop to the floor.
That would have wrecked him.
The fourth
So,
one
that would've
is the
been cool,
one that
yeah.
drops into our loft.
Barely.
And is only
Somehow we got into that one.
what it
Right.
is like a 10-foot drop,
Yeah.
right?
With the shelving, because he kind of
Like
hit that
Steve
shelving.
said, barely. It's like offset.
Barely.
It's not,
Yeah.
But and you said the skylights are fogged, so it's like he had to have. There's definitely like signs that the guy
Case the joint.
he knew what he was doing.
Think so.
He knew the place. So if you're listening, asshole, we're still looking for you.
That means we probably worked on his stuff because
Maybe.
nobody walks back there to even have a view of that area.
Unless they have a bike
Unless
back.
they're escorted back there to like, hey, check this
or
out.
somebody looking at used parts.
Maybe.
Or somebody
Yeah.
looking at used
Yep.
parts. I didn't think about that.
But for like the next
Or a
3
tire
weeks,
rack.
every time
Tire
somebody
rack.
came in, I just go stand at the front counter and just be checking him out. Like, is he acting weird? How tall
Right.
is he?
Just know Tori's been watching your shoes.
For real.
Have been trying to check out the shoes, looking for the same ones. So yeah, if you know who it was, like,
Yeah.
There's a
And if they can
reward.
move
Yeah.
like Tom Cruise.
Yeah, we get a
submit some info. You can be anonymous, and there will be a reward.
yeah the Tucker Speed steak dinner. I mean, we'll hook you up.
Did you say a Tucker Speed steak dinner?
Yeah.
Those are the best.
That's code
They-
word
they-
for
they-
McDonald's.
That's Big Mac, by the way.
So what was your grievance, Fred? Remind me, I forgot already.
He
didn't
said
have
he didn't really have any.
Didn't really have any.
The sudden slowdown of,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, maybe,
well,
yeah.
Fred's over here just
What?
cranking out
I thought we were
cams
going, and then
big
not
bores
going.
all summer long. And so now he's got to work on some older stuff, and that's
Yep.
his. That's his.
That's okay, though. Like, I readjusted my
Kryptonite,
attitude.
Yeah, get a better attitude, Fred.
Yeah,
Come on.
it's all positivity from here
All
on.
positive
from right
from here on. I
now.
don't want to hear any negative in the shop anymore.
Most of the Freds have a pretty good attitude.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Is that an in-shop grievance there, Jordan?
Which Fred is?
No,
Oh,
I like
okay,
all.
I could go
I like
call
all
that
of
one.
them, but
Because I haven't met any of your friends, Fred.
You're lying, and you know it.
I've kind of got some introductions, towards the end of the year, but that's the one thing that I haven't met all 30 of them. Okay,
Not that many.
no,
Only like 4 or 5.
there's quite a few back there that talk and whisper.
I think that was my grievance last year. But was it with Fred?
it was Fred
maybe.
talking to himself.
Oh, was
Because you
it?
never
Okay.
knew who I
It
was
was like,
talking
well,
to.
my bad then.
I think Fred's talking to me,
It's
and he's
kinda-
just over there talking to his other personality.
It's kind of ramped up. It seems like I'm. It's like,
They're getting angry.
He'll come back there. What were you doing? What's going on here?
What about you, Tor? You got any? Come on,
I kind of already warned.
knock my socks off. Come on.
No, it's not even that great, but I kind of warned Jake that the only one I really had was him coming into the office, which also happens to be the lunchroom, the break room.
Oh yes,
It's the fish.
I mean, I think this is worldwide. It's not just the industry; it's everywhere. I don't
It's
care where you
internal
work.
to the office.
But he came in, was cracking the top of his Tupperware, sticking it in the microwave, and he did give me a warning. He's like, "Hey, heads up, lunch today is fish." And at first, I kind of laugh, like this guy.
Yeah,
like
right.
nobody warms up
Nobody
fish
does
in
that.
the office. Like,
Nobody does that.
But
Yeah,
he
I
does.
do.
Puts it in there like 6 minutes. Like it's just
Oh my gosh.
just wafting.
takes the walks through the whole shop with his bowl of fish and.
It's like a rusty
Yeah,
trap.
that was my grievance, is just warming up leftover fish in the microwave, in which I share, is in my office.
What about the broccoli?
Especially when the heater's
Yeah,
on
oh,
high
and
in
then broccoli like 2 days ago that was.
I'm gonna
Jordan,
need
you
a
have question?
Questionable.
That reminds me of
list.
another grievance.
What's that?
That the microwave is in Tori's office, so when she's in a 3-hour meeting, I almost starve to
Getting
death.
hungry.
Well, we've got
Well,
an
you
oven in
never
the back
starve,
of the
but
shop.
that's also
so
a
it's good.
grievance. The fact that
It's okay.
the fridge and the microwave are in my office. So
We got the oven back there. If it's over a
the same
3-hour
oven that you guys bake parts
yeah,
in.
it's okay.
That's why Fred's got multiple personalities.
I guess that's the start of some internal grievances. Do you guys have any internals?
What about the rookie? The rookie, he hasn't even.
Yeah, he did.
He's got one.
What do you-
An internal?
I've got one.
Yeah,
Oh, did
That's
he?
it?
Oh, I thought he was just piggy.
personality.
I thought he was piggybacking.
Your memory is
I know it's
That's-
old.
well,
I know
it's gonna be.
It is.
It's
I
becoming
mean,
an issue.
I'm still losing. I still lost a 6-inch extension. I'm trying to find it.
Me too.
That was Tori.
Fred and I
We both lost
man.
one on the same day.
So if you guys know where it's at,
It's probably Biden.
there's a reward. Yeah, Biden. Yeah, because he don't know where it's at. I don't even know what's
don't
going
know
on.
where it's
He
at.
don't know what's going on.
Internal grievances. I want to hear some internals. Those are the juicy ones.
I got one.
Oh yes.
Yes. Get it, Freddie.
It really just has to do with the music.
Oh, I got my boys back on that one. That sets the tone.
Sometimes we go 3 or 4 days with the same reggae song, and I can't take it sometimes.
I think we know who that one is.
Yeah. Just
I don't
let
know
it,
what happens.
Let it ride. Needs more butt rock, I guess.
Yeah.
Butt rock. You guys would butt rock 7
could-
days a week.
You know what? We could have our own music in the back. You could have your own music in the front.
But I like
Everybody
any
be happy.
Music. I think me and Steve are on the same wavelength here, and then you guys are stuck in 1987.
Yeah, but we work in the back.
So do I.
Can we
Sometimes.
get? Can we get a
half the
separate speaker station back
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, Dad. Can we,
Complaining today that Jo had music playing on his cell phone.
he gets so. He gets
Yeah,
so.
but he listens to some weird stuff, man. Like one day I go back there and there's like this new kitty rap on there. I'm like, what,
That was,
what
that was
is going
MGK,
on, dude?
baby. What's the
Who
MGK?
the hell's MGK?
Machine Gun Kelly.
Machine Gun Kelly.
Are you kidding me?
Wasn't that
cheated
didn't
on
they
with
used
the
to be
hot
a
chick. What's her
motorcycle
name?
Brand?
Huh?
He got caught.
Where are you, 12?
He ain't 12. He's giving Eminem and run.
What's her name? The Transformer girl.
Megan
Yeah,
Fox.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, he got caught cheating on her.
Oh, he did.
6 months pregnant.
Oh, I didn't
He
know that.
was?
I thought they were like tied with this vial of blood around the neck.
Yeah, that was the olden days when
It's
they were on
gone,
the
huh?
honeymoon.
That's gone.
Short-lived.
You're a weird guy, Ace.
Yeah. you got to mix it up. It's not the same.
Whatever. It's either that or George
Everything.
Strait whenever I walk back there.
I ain't got.
And so it was like a
what's
sad
wrong?
I
George
ain't never
Strait
heard
song.
George Strait back here.
I haven't ran George in a minute. That's normally Harris.
Y'all don't talk bad about King George.
Yeah, I mean,
I like
come on.
George Strait, but it's just an odd
I
jump. I go back there and I've got
I like a mix-
teenage
I like-
wrap,
I
and
like a
then
mix
there's
of things.
George Strait.
Could be ICP or George Strait. You never know.
I mean, I don't have Cookie's WAP playing, you know, so I
It's sexy red.
That's wings and
Jake's
pizza.
Yeah,
by
it's,
the way.
Oh,
it's
wings-
sexy
yeah.
red. Yeah.
I don't have that one rolling.
Hey, we just try and mix it up.
Yeah, I know.
We'll try, okay, we'll
Okay,
try.
wait.
We
Just
will
saying.
try to not
3 or 4
play
days
reggae.
of the reggae in a row, like we start to get a little crazy.
Start growing dreads.
Yeah.
But
no.
the alternative is listening to like Sturgill Simpson
Over
every
and
single
over and
day.
over.
Right.
What's wrong with that?
Well, that gets old too. I'm not gonna lie.
Like,
never
and then
gets
you go home at night and it's playing in your
Grievance.
kitchen and you just think you're in a nightmare.
And then we got the road trip.
Let's hear it, Jordan.
Grievances, any road trip with Tony, listening to hours of Sturgill.
I was about to say,
on repeat.
I said road trip.
Hey,
we
it's
we
not
listened to
Sturgill
Sturgill
anymore.
all the way to Portland from
Johnny
Ogden.
Blue Skies.
John, yeah.
Yeah, it's Johnny Blue Skies to you.
Yep, all the way to Portland.
Well, we can
It was all the way to
compromise,
Willow Spring.
and we'll put on a little bit more butt rock,
Really?
but not Jackal Station only.
Oh,
There's
said
butt
Jackal
rock.
only?
Jackal is in
Wait.
its own little category.
what about
So we're
Cinderella?
not.
I mean,
we can't have Jackal Radio.
No,
Why not?
we'll draw the line at Jackal.
What about Poison Radio?
That's all right. That's,
All right, we can deal with that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like freaking Step Brothers over here.
We are. Yeah.
Settle down there, Nighthawk.
Did we just become best friends?
We're also getting some guest grievances via Instagram from Levi.
Already?
Oh,
Really?
Yeah,
come on.
Levi
Who's
who?
Levi?
Who's Levi?
Yeah,
He's got the
that?
orange headlight.
Sure, but he said not enough Dr. Pepper at the shop.
That's because I drank it all.
Okay, Forrest.
There is a whole
Did you
row
say
of them
K
right now.
Forest?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a whole roll.
There's a
Yeah,
whole
when he
row
meets
of
the
them.
president.
Yeah.
I
he
met
drinks
the
in the White
president
House.
of the United States
I
again.
gotta pay.
Must have drank me about 15 Dr. Peppers.
That's funny. I feel like I heard that yesterday.
What?
What he just
Forrest
said.
Gump?
Yeah.
All right, some more internals. I like these internals. They're fun.
Who else has got one?
Come on.
one.
Levi.
I got one.
Levi's got more?
Levi says we're supposed
Levi's
to
not
have.
even employed.
He says supposed to have monthly meetings, but we really only have them when Tony's best friend Cody is available.
Hold on. We got Wednesday meetings every week.
We do
Every
staff
I think
Wednesday.
he's referring to.
Saturday.
I think he's referring to 2-bit meetings. Hey Levi, be here at 8 a.m. on Wednesdays and 8 a.m. on Saturdays. That's 2 a week.
Or either one.
Is he listening? What's going on?
He will be
He's
next
tapped
week.
into jail's phone.
Oh, boy.
I knew it. That's why.
Reaper.
That's why I put mine out that way.
Okay, Butler, what is it?
Mine's right here.
It has to do with the public bathroom.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yep.
which one? The
You
saw.
go in and,
No,
and
the-
you
the
christen that thing.
Wait, the saw
The
bathroom
saw
or the other one?
The main one. The
public
one
one.
that is next inside
probably
the parts
Barry
room
Morgan.
that everybody can smell.
Okay.
My bad. Sorry, Barry.
All right.
Sorry, Barry.
Sorry, Barry, if you're listening.
If you light that thing up,
Still haven't left.
Yeah, it's still here.
the light switch stays on
Yes.
and the door gets mostly closed.
Okay.
Is that the most effective
think that's
way to
Jake doing that,
evacuate
guys.
air?
Yes. Because when I walk in here to look for parts and the door's wide open and it's dark in there and I'm about to run out front for a fresh breath of air. Okay? All right. Good talk.
Okay.
No, I think that, honestly, the saw bathroom. If you're gonna go blow something up,
That has no fan. That one.
well,
that
but
one-
Just leave
just
door
go
open.
back there because at least you got.
Yeah, because then it all just comes into the marketing.
it's part of the
And the
aesthetic.
dyno room.
He's quick to
No, I
fucking
mean,
slam
you
the
got-
door,
you got
too. I've
fans in
seen
the
it.
dino room, man. So you good?
The dining room sucks the air from
Yeah,
the rooms
that's
That's
around
the problem.
Oh.
You wanna know what
No,
happens?
there is a vent
you got
between, yeah.
exhaust.
When I
that
turn
thing.
when I turn the vents on in the dyno room, it pulls air from the room that it's in.
Yeah.
And that's poo air.
No way.
It just pumps it through the dyno
Poo
room.
air.
You got that thing is like HEPA certified in there, so you're good.
That's why he's
No,
got that
it smells
CO
like
monitor
shit.
in there.
You just let that carbon monoxide
And it's
go.
beeping constantly.
And you don't care about it anymore.
Anyways, the public bathroom is more important, right? In case someone goes in there and
Because it doesn't stay in
wash their
there.
hands.
It will
Wait,
come out
can
here.
we talk about washing our hands in the public bathroom? Can you guys like rinse the sink out when you're done washing your hands? I don't think it's, I mean, Fred,
I do. I swear.
don't you lie to me.
I swear.
I do.
There's dried up Snap-on soap in there, right?
I swear I do it every single time. I even rinse off whatever's there before I get there.
Tori, have you ever had anyone blow an air hose through the vent while you're in the?
I know. I just about swore though.
That was so funny. That was.
Where were we headed? Sturgis,
To the
maybe?
bathroom?
No, we were leaving to go out of town, and there's a I don't know if it's what you'd call it, like a vent in the bathroom that just is open up into the warehouse on the other side.
But we
of
have
the wall.
rags stuffed in there so no one can see in.
Yeah, so there's rags stuffed in there. Thought it was pretty safe. I sit down to pee, so like my pants are around my ankles, right? Well, Jordan sticks the air hose in there.
Oh, Jordy did
turns
that?
it on, and it blows like cement, like cinder block and dust all over into my underwear and my pants as we're getting ready to leave on an 8-hour road trip.
So it's kind of like the beach-ish.
A lot different than the beach.
Yeah, it's
A
beach
little,
vibes.
A little more jagged.
Jagged.
So yeah, thanks for that, Jordy.
Anytime.
So what'd you do? Just walk out in the shop and blow them out?
Just-
came out with no pants.
Yeah, I just came out here and shook them. No, I just stood up and like, I just was trying to blow it out. And I was in leggings too, so it was like just digging into me for
Oh,
the next
goodness.
8 hours.
That was after King Kong's thumb, probably. Or finger. My bad.
We could be more
Bring that one
respective
back.
with the bathrooms. I admit it.
Yeah, I guess. And you know what? Probably speaking with the bathrooms, Harris, when you're done, put the lid back up.
Yeah, we don't need to be doing so many seat reps.
Yeah, come on now. Come on.
We need more toilet cleaner.
Is that a grievance or a
Oh, wait,
request?
I have a grievance.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh.
These fools want to wait until they've been out of something for like months before they're like, bring it to my attention.
Not me.
These fools?
Except for Jordan. Like, I mean, we were out of water for like, I don't drink the water over here, for like 4 weeks. And I was like, oh, we're out of water. Fred's like, yeah, we've been out for a month. And Jordan's like, yeah, I'm parched. I haven't had a drink in 4 months. I'm like, can somebody speak up? And then the other day,
no way.
Tony's running his mouth. He's like, we haven't had Simple Green in 8 weeks. And I'm like, I don't use the Simple Green. You should
Mop the
probably
floor
let me
with
know.
water.
Yeah, we've been mopping the floor with
mopping
water
the floor
for
with water.
weeks
Been on the
now.
oil stains.
I've got lavender simple green, guys. What's wrong?
So we
got his
always
own
have
lavender
toilet
flavor.
paper
I got my
because that I
lavender flavor.
use. We always usually have paper towels
It's so
because
fresh.
that I use.
Yeah.
Maybe you should drink more water and clean more fluid.
Yeah.
And toilets.
Once you get
Not,
hydrated.
not interested. I used to clean toilets until Tony did like a new schedule
No,
and added this bathroom to
Yeah,
it.
and you're not incled on it, which is a bunch of.
Nothing
That's
beats
another
that blue
grievance.
stuff,
That might be
man.
another grievance.
A little
Paris ain't here
angle
for-
on it, you know. And toilet's blue, you know it's clean.
Funny how she never shows up on
Yeah.
cleanup day.
Yep,
Yeah.
that could be an internal grievance.
That's a grievance that the
Thanks,
marketing
HR.
department got added to the toilet cleaning schedule.
That's your grievance?
We
Jordan
need
got.
another column on the list.
Yeah, we need Harris.
Yeah,
we need a Harris.
we're
call.
adding Jordan into the mix.
TT2.
So they
Yep.
probably don't know what your cleaning schedule is.
Yeah, but he's OFP.
Jordan's not on the cleaning
He's
schedule either.
He's OFP.
Just trash out. I seen him.
He takes it out on Monday, Tuesday when it's already stank.
I got OFP.
It's like piled
Yeah.
up and there's like 4 weeks
Yeah,
worth of
he's just
food.
like.
No, I
yeah.
wait till it's full of Jimmy John's,
He eats
and then I
like 4 times a day.
He does eat 4 times a day.
Real funny. He does have snacks when you need them, though.
yeah, Fred bars my snacks. Fred comes back all the time for.
Caffeine's
I'm like, I
snack
need
right there.
caffeine.
Caffeine snacks.
Me and Fred were talking today about. Do you guys ever just eat because you're bored, not because you're hungry?
Yes.
All the time.
I mean,
But
Jordan,
both.
we know. Like, you've never been hungry, bro.
No,
No, I'm always
When's the
hungry.
last time
I'm
you were
always
like-
hungry and always bored.
well, I guess he doesn't have enough to do. You might.
Yeah.
You got to revamp some things.
Yeah, that's why I have to help clean now.
That's
Team
why.
effort. Team effort.
What brought that up?
What?
You and Fred talking about that? Were you just eating this morning because you were bored?
No, I
that's
think he was just
afternoon.
like wandering around. He's
What?
like, I don't know what to do. He's like, I think I'll just eat.
I needed some food, and I'm
That's what
like,
I do.
maybe I just starve myself and be okay. I just ate a couple peanuts, and then I asked him if he had that problem.
I do. I told him, I'm like, I don't know that I can get any work done without having at least 2 drinks and a half a Pop-Tart on standby.
Just in case.
Just like, you know.
Everything you
And
say
2
reminds me
boxes
of a grievance.
donuts. Gotta have
Oh,
donuts.
Jordan's got another one. Hit me, Jordan.
that?
Tony leaving half-empty coffee cups all over my workspace. Like he comes back for 1 second, leaves a half-empty cup of coffee, leaves a
told him
Pop-Tart
I
with
can't-
1 bite out of it.
I can't work if I don't have a drink on standby. I got 2 right now.
But you leave it and then get another one.
But you
just
leave
leave
it in
shit
someone else's
everywhere.
walks away.
workstation.
Yeah.
What's the rule about your toolbox in your work area?
That's why I put cookie crumbs in there.
The toolbox is off. No drinks on the toolbox.
I
That's
put
my
drinks
only-
on it every day.
Like, these guys use my tools. They're in my toolbox, but just no drinks on the toolbox. That's my one rule. But
Every Monday I put a
do
drink
leave
on
my
that bitch.
drinks around the building. in random places
On the race bike.
on the race bike, and then I can't find it for a week. But just remember,
Speaking of the race bike, grievance of mine is does it even run?
if it had a battery that was good, it
It would
might.
probably start.
It would start.
Welcome, Jake.
I've
Welcome
never-
to Tucker Speed.
Yeah, I've never heard it.
We'll
Never?
get that built in 2
Never.
weeks before or maybe,
wanna-
maybe the night before.
Yeah.
That's
When's
what-
the
that's what
first race?
I don't know.
April.
Tomorrow.
Oh, we'll
So
get
we
it
got
running in April.
till
Yeah,
2 days
that'd be it.
before April.
What? Oh.
I mean, when's the last time that thing ran? July of 23?
Yes, sir.
It's a long time.
We did put air in the tires though when we moved
We
it
had to
out.
move-
We do.
Yeah.
That was-
Blackhawk was the
That
last
was-
race.
that was the-
last time it ran.
That was the hardest. Man, I missed that. I miss it.
It was a good weekend.
Just can't wait.
Not
to
for
get
my
back.
ribs, though. What about some more internals? I like these. These are fun. These are good.
Do you have any?
I don't.
You lie
I have
like
no
a turkey.
complaints.
You lie like a
I have-
Turkish
Your
rug, Tucker.
nickname is Red Ass. You were born with grievances.
He's come a long way.
Yeah.
I mean, it took him to, like today, you came back of him being positive. You know, all of a sudden, like, hey, Jo, why are you getting lit up for hacking on Stitzer?
Yeah, and how
You know?
alarmed was I?
Yeah, she came
Like,
back. And she's like,
what's
hey,
going on with
she's
him?
like, what is going on? What'd you do?
Yeah, HR is
I was
all
like-
up in that business.
I was like, I can't even hack on anybody anymore. I can't even, do a
What
little.
about positive hacking? That wasn't allowed
No,
either.
that's what I was kind of doing.
Positive hacking.
That was positive hacking. It's like, hey, we start at 9. It's 1 o'clock. What are you doing here showing up?
Positive hacking sounds pretty
Not
woke
with
of
the
you.
dog.
And
You know?
The hacking,
Those-
the positive hacking sandwich. Right? Is that what you call it? A compliment sandwich?
Yeah, if you're if
You
I
gotta
hack
hack
on you,
something good.
Is it a
if I hack on you, I like you.
compliment sandwich or is it a complaint sandwich?
It's a compliment hoagie.
I guess if you want to hack on James, you got to
James.
Yo name
Yeah,
James.
It ain't James. There ain't two of you.
it's
There's only one. There's only one of them.
Is it James?
Only James.
I thought
There's
it was,
only one of them.
I like Sticky. I mean, I got nicknames for everybody, so it's okay.
And none of them
James.
make sense.
No, they don't. They just me.
We're all like, who?
Yeah, I know.
Steve already aired his grievance of Jo and his weird ass sayings like raw dog and Steve.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and I mixed some things up, man. You know, it's I
That
don't
was
know.
about the raw dogging.
I mean, that was the funniest thing. We pulled up that light, and those sport bikes, we're up there, man. They're on 12th Street. Steve was going home, and dude, Butler just smoke checked him off because I was like, dude, I was like, go get him, right? And because I was in my vehicle, I think I was turning right. Butler's just like, how Butler's all proper, sitting there, just, boom. He's like,
In between lanes.
yeah, I was like, I got this. Dude, he just takes off, right? And those guys were just like, as Butler peeled off to his house, man, and they were just like, boom, all of them were like that. So I came in, I was like, yeah, Butler, that was a classic, man. They were raw dogging. He's like, raw dog. I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, that's mad dogging. So yeah, I tend to mess some things up on the phrases.
okay.
I don't remember getting raw dog last night.
He's like, it's mad dog, by the way.
What else we got? I got no grievances this year. No complaints with my team.
That's
mean, you
because
got-
we
you
all
got-
just had our one-on-ones.
That's probably
We
true.
got
We
them all.
did.
out
We
of
all
the
just had,
system.
so
aired 'em all.
I just aired them out. We had some one-on-one sit-downs, and so I just laid it all into them a week ago. So
Yeah.
now we're all good. I have no grievances.
But Tori didn't have one.
She gets one every night.
Yeah.
I raw dog her every night.
Oh boy.
Wrong.
That's a good segue.
Oh, I mean mad dog.
Yeah, mad. Yeah, man.
No, so I want you guys to just take a second and just feel a little bit grateful that your one-on-ones are once a year, maybe a couple times a year,
Is this a grievance?
but mine doesn't stop. It's all day, every day. You guys get to go home at night and
Yeah,
get
but
away
that goes
from
both
it.
ways. You get to give it to him too, right?
Oh, Harris, you give him the gun. Right
I try, yeah.
Right.
back. What do you mean you try?
So
Closer to the mic. Just pull that mic in.
it feels claustrophobic. I don't know.
If your tongue can touch it, then you're close enough.
What if he has a Gene Simmons tongue?
Talk loud. What about some more internals,
Jake,
guys?
you got one?
Jake,
or two?
internal. New guy?
New. Got
Don't be
fresh,
scared.
Fresh
Jake,
Let's
you've
have
been
it.
here for what?
We've been talking about it all
Think
day.
about inventory.
Yeah, part number.
I was just thinking about inventory.
You can say it,
actually.
Jake. This
That
is
was just
the
a
one
little
time
one.
a year it's like you can get away with anything. So that, take the opportunity. It'll be 12 months before you can do this again. If you hate counting parts, just say it.
I mean, I kind of do now. I didn't
counting the
I
entire
had an
store.
open mind when I got into it, and
Now you hate it.
I remember when you
week.
applied, you were like, I'll do anything. Like, I'll empty garbages, I'll sweep floors.
sure, yeah.
You didn't say count parts.
Oh,
I
well,
didn't,
key
yeah.
boxes, whatever. I don't care.
Oh, yeah, you put our key box
Yep,
out there.
did, yeah.
That thing's money.
Did a lot of.
Haven't used it yet.
I'd make a good housewife.
You wear a mini skirt?
Okay, Alexa, are you listening?
Depends on how many of these I have.
Fred, I know you got internals.
I already had one.
Just spilling
It
out
was-
of you.
My main deal is the music. Like, that's all that
Music?
keeps me going.
Fred's
I've
the
got a
happiest
grievance.
person here for sure.
I got an internal grievance.
Oh, let's go.
Don't look this way.
No, I will.
Oh, yeah. Get them.
No, I need some more early morning energy from all you guys. No,
Why don't you get here with the rest of us early in the morning, Dan? Maybe you'll get it.
that is in my contract, and that's during
Hey.
the school year. Okay,
You asked
Summer-
for it. You want it.
No, hey,
Jo
I'm
does
explaining.
have
It's in
that
my
big
contract.
retard energy in the mornings.
I've got retard energy, man, and nobody else does. So I always have to just I have to bring it in.
I feel like you have enough for all of us. Like there wouldn't be enough.
But
There's not enough space in here for all of us to have that amount.
I feed off of it, and then everybody comes in. It's like Trollville in the morning. I'm like, come on, and now Cookie he might bring a little bit, but
Well,
Comes in yelling at us, hey, queermates.
I mean, you got
Jalen's
enough
here.
energy.
Jay does come in full of energy. He's been up since 4, had like a pot of coffee
yeah,
already.
I know, I'm ready to go, man.
Comes
Just
running
ready to
in with no sweatshirt on.
go. Yeah, ready to go.
It's like 17 degrees out.
And we're all still like rubbing the sleep out of our eyes. We're like, man, just shut up for a minute. Not even awake. Just shut
Yeah.
the fuck
Give him
Well, I got agreements on Tucker. That's good then.
Who's got the donuts?
Yeah.
give him a sample of the sound Jo does every morning.
What?
Oh, hit us. That's
First thing,
that's every morning around here at Tucker Speed. Yep.
100 times.
And then
Get fired
And
up.
then throughout
and
the
then what's
day as
sound
well.
Every night.
Well, it's going to be that one too.
Same thing?
Yeah, when the closing song comes on, it's like,
No, that's not it.
it's not.
It's not it.
Pack them
what
in
is
tight.
Pack them in tight, boys.
Oh, messed up.
Oh man, it's like clockwork
know.
around here.
It
You
is.
set your clock to this place, man. It's
Love it.
like a twilight zone.
I kind of miss Jer being here playing closing time every night.
No,
pissing
we don't
everybody
like
off
that.
in the
Is-
shop.
I tell you what.
I miss Jer being here, but I do not miss that song at all.
try to
I
throw
just
it out
miss seeing the
sometimes.
reaction.
Dude, we'll do it. That is the funniest thing to watch him. Like it might take him a minute.
I don't,
Wrench hits
man,
the-
I don't hate a lot. There's only a few things in this world that I hate, but I hate that song.
It is the funniest thing to watch him.
Watch him scurry towards the computer to get it off.
I hate that song.
I just always say, Owen, step into my office.
That song's like Primus.
But hey,
I love Primus, man.
Yeah, Primus is cool.
I love Primus.
Nope.
we got Jake though. I tell you what, Jake has been a blessing for me because he is straight. We about the same. He's taking a lot of heat off of me, so it's good. Been good.
I have another grievance, and I feel really bad that it's Jake again.
Do the website one. Come on, that
Like,
was so
Suck
funny.
it, Jake.
Apparently, I
So
Look, he's all uncomfortable now. Look.
Jordan and I were looking at some reports on the website that would show us terms or items that people have searched for on the website that did not result in a sale. So we
like our website.
on our website. So we're looking and we're like, oh, this person was searching for this item. We don't have it. We need to hurry and get it added to the website. And Jordan and I, the first day, we're laughing. There's like, it says like kiddos on there. And we're like, haha. And like somebody had typed in Kevin and just some random stuff. And we kind of just blew it off. Well, then I thought, I'm going to check this report on a pretty regular basis so I can make sure we're capturing these things. So a couple nights ago, I pull up the report and I'm scrolling through it. The first one I get to is Coors Beer. And I was like, well, that's weird. And then I get to
teeny weeny beanies.
Teeny Weeny Beanies. and big booty Latinas.
That was the giveaway.
And
That's what gave it away.
That was
right?
the dead giveaway.
That's when you knew it was me. Yeah.
That's someone else's fault.
And then when they a bunch of the like Tony Tiny beanies, like Tony Tiny hats, like
How does that happen?
And now the report is screwed because you just gave away the secret. So don't search any weird shit on the site.
I mean, some of those things that you just said, I would be interested in finding on the website. You know.
what, kiddos? Like, sorry about that.
Oh, hey now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good times, man. Good
good.
times.
That's just funny.
Y'all got any more grievances? Jordan, I know you're
Jordan.
loaded up.
How much
Jordy.
time you got, buddy?
Where's Levi?
let's go.
Is
Come on.
Levi
All the
still
time
watching
in the
us?
world,
Hit it
Jordan.
up.
We don't have to be back to work till 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Not me.
Oh, yeah. Jordan
He's going to be fishing. He's going to be just plowing
He'll be
ice,
falling through the ice
just
tomorrow.
snow dogging.
Yep.
That's funny. I seen Levi like doing a thing for GP,
Yeah.
and I messaged him.
He said, Levi said
never
his
sent me
other
back.
biggest grievance is that the shop is an hour and 20 minutes away from his house.
We'll move closer.
He needs to move.
Move closer.
Enjoy
There's a
the
house
ride.
on 8th Street for sale.
Oh, we got there's
Well, he needs
plenty
to
of
move his
property
house.
right
He's
back
trying to
here.
sell.
It is.
He
it
could
is.
live by the chicken guy.
Tier 1 out here. Tier 1.
Chicken guy?
Yeah, the
Yeah, our
chicken guy.
neighbor.
He ain't got no chickens the whole year. ain't
Yes, he
seen no
does. I
chicken.
saw him out like 3
They
days
gone.
ago.
You did?
Bros.
Really?
I think he keeps them in the house.
Shut
His chickens
up.
moved inside?
They were having
can't
some
have chickens
front-
in the house
They were
unless they have
having
a
front
diaper.
yard time.
Just saying.
How do you even know that?
I have 4 chickens myself, and I know they're dirty.
Myself,
No, I have a doggy door, and they haven't tried to come in yet, and I'm happy about that.
he's
Because the
bummed.
doggy door says no diaper, no service.
Right? Exactly.
No chickens.
Every
you
night
know?
he lays in bed hoping a chicken will come
No
in.
diaper, no service.
No shoes, no diaper, no service.
My grievance is all these weirdos around here not taking good care of their dogs.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Steve share a grievance with them.
Why don't you give
That
us
dude
the
walked by
story on
today.
that,
That dude walked by today with
That
his
dude?
other dog.
He did.
did?
Yeah, and he
With
was
the
like,
dog?
With the tan
If he's
one.
listening,
I
to
seen
this,
him. He was
yeah,
fucking holding
he was
him up
holding
like that.
his front
I
legs
seen
off
him.
the
That
ground to keep
cocksucker, he
him
was like a
from
boxer.
pulling. Yeah, that's the guy.
That's the guy.
Well, Jordan, give a recap on
Let's
that
should-
one.
let
threw a
Steve give the
snowball at him.
recap.
You want Steve to give the story?
You seen him too?
And we just see a dog. Like, I think Jake mentioned something. He's like, dude, there's a dog running around out there. No, he said some guy just dumped his dog. And I'm like, what, where? And I go,
down on the
look,
street.
look out the front door. And sure as shit, there's this like toothpick thin dog just hightailing it out of there. And there's nobody around. You know, he's like, well, there was a guy there. And he's like, I don't know if the dog got away or if the dude dumped him, but the guy turned the other direction and left. So Jordan catches wind of it, and we're outside. There was a customer, a friend here, you know, of the shop, and she had her
Don't
dog
incriminate
here.
anyone.
And so, like, the three of us go walking down the street to the car wash, and that dog is just, well, actually, I have to go out into Washington and try to get the dog out of the road. And at one point, all 3 lanes of southbound Washington are at a dead stop because I'm trying to get this dog out of the road. And you know, it tries to bite me, but that got him to chase me out of the road and traffic continued. But then we get over to the car wash, and this dog is just picking everything it can out of the cracks in the pavement.
Hungry as fuck.
Oh, dude, it was just starving, and it was angry. You know what I mean? It didn't want anything to do with anybody, and we started like
Wanted to
sprinkling
eat.
kibble towards it, and it would grab him up, but it had no trust. It didn't want to do anything to do with the person.
Yep.
Eventually, you know, we tricked it to like get inside like we just made like a big lasso essentially and threw some kibble in there, and we're able to, you know, strap it up around that dog's chest and bring it back over here. And you know, the guy almost looked soulless. His eyes, like, I don't know if he's a tweaker or if he's just not all there.
He's a
but
Democrat.
there's just something missing in that guy. And it's hard to see. Like, that's most of us learn to block that stuff out over time. You know what I mean? You can't tell everybody how to treat their dog or their kids or anything like that. But sometimes.
But when it's
something
in your
like
face,
that-
you can
yeah,
handle it.
It's in your face, and like I
Yeah,
made
like, bro.
Yeah, I made a decision to like move on it. Now I'm invested. You know,
Yeah.
same with Jordan. And,
Yeah.
And so that's what it, you know, there was some more that transpired after that, and it kind of was out of my hands at that point. But it's just, It's hard, man. Like we all see dogs running up and down Washington without
Right.
people. They've broken
Right.
free and they're just having a blast.
they're free
but
balls.
Washington's a busy street. Like
Yep.
for anybody who has never been here, I mean, just consider a very busy downtown, like a state street, if you would, and it's constant traffic, constant. anger.
It's 3 lanes in each direction.
Yeah,
right here. Like,
and
it's
an
a busy
intersection
road.
right here, and
Yeah.
a light just down the
And a
street.
state highway.
Yeah, and it's not a place for a dog to just be running around. But yeah, watching people like mistreat their animals, I think most of us can agree as it elicits a type of emotion inside of you. You know,
Yeah.
that anger.
Different than seeing like a hooker or a pole licker.
Yeah, pole licker. Pole licker was cool.
Funny.
Again, refer to our Instagram for videos of
But yeah, this
Thought this
Is
dude.
that on Instagram?
This was Christmas
the pole
story.
lickers on
Oh, yeah.
Instagram?
That's where
Yeah, it is.
Bare Knuckle Paul
Just
said we
this-
should put our surveillance videos on Patreon.
Can't even believe
because we
that.
do have a lot of weird shit.
If you don't know what we're talking about on pole lickers, just go to our Instagram page and you'll find a video of, I mean, I guess tweaker is what we'll call him.
Random gentleman.
He walks by
Citizen.
every day. We could
I
probably.
mean, like he dresses fairly nice. But he
Local.
just,
He's just a local pole licker.
He's got that
should get him on
morning
the
energy.
podcast.
he's full of energy. He's dancing, prancing around. One day he walks by and he walks up
Dancing.
to our pole and just starts licking the pole.
The pole that has like 4 different colors of paint peeling off of
Probably
it.
full of
Could
lead.
be
He
the only one
squatted
that ever
down
licked it.
and
but it's
licked
still weird.
like 3 feet of this pole.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
licked it. He licked it from like south to north.
Yeah, man. Like,
the whole from pole to pole.
I had a customer right in front of me, but just past
weird.
him, I can see the pole, so I watched the whole thing happen. And I'm like telling this
like,
guy, I'm
hold up,
just
wait a
like
minute.
staring out there, like, what the
Almost
fuck's going
something-
on?
something ain't right.
And he's like, what's this guy's problem? He's like, he's not even helping me, you know. And he just kind of like turns to look with me, and you know, he sees it happen as well, and he just slowly
Bubblers in
turns
his
back
face.
at me like, did we just see that? I'm like,
Yeah, bro. That's why I wasn't looking at you.
I don't know, man. 8th in Washington, man.
Hell
Never
yeah.
a dull moment around here,
yeah.
man.
And I miss having the bay right here. Just think of what we could pick up if our
Never
bay's
get
right.
anything done.
Oh,
Well, I mean, dude, but we would stop like, dude, check this out, because I mean,
yeah. I mean, we used to
saw some
work in
funny-
this room, and all these windows look right out onto the
It
boulevard.
was so awesome.
And we would just watch all that stuff transpire all day. And I mean, Steve gets to see it at the front counter a lot, but yeah,
Yeah,
we're back there in the prison.
Not anymore.
we just get the parking lot.
January, we're gonna
Parking
have
lot
4
riff-raff
chains.
back there. What's that?
January comes, we're gonna have 4 chains. Chain you to a lift, you to a lift. Tony's gonna have 2
Well,
in the dyno
there's no
room.
way.
Why
There's no
we
way.
got chains?
Because you don't stay in your work base.
When we're trying to get back to regular times, you mean? Because now we're just like
Is that a grievance?
running amok.
I feel like that's definitely a
I
grievance.
guess that could
Sounds like
qualify as a grievance, yeah.
Stay in your work bay.
I know. My bad.
Okay, I won't help
Quietly.
anymore.
Got 2 dynos that need to be done today.
My bad.
Jail can
Breaking.
stay in his work bay, but the voice will be everywhere.
Well, I mean,
Wait, I
you know,
do. I have something positive to say.
Okay, yeah,
So-
we're turning a new leaf here. It's
Yeah.
all positive.
It's gotta be positive.
So all this time we've been working on these new bikes. We're almost learning shit, and now we're kind of slow. And we got these old bikes. I feel like I'm adding value because I know about the old shit. Nobody else does.
Yes, Fred,
a
Fred,
grievance?
It's kind of cool.
Fred's
Or
helped
are
out.
you asking for a raise?
No, I just feel like I feel useful. It feels good.
Yeah, 'cause we had. I mean, we got a couple. I mean, man, Tucker's got that 887. Good lord, that is unreal.
We got some interesting projects
Mm-hmm.
sitting.
The 81 shovel, and then Fred's helped out with that.
It's
'cause,
different.
you know,
It's different than the
just don't know-
last year.
just don't know what's up. I need to bring Jake back because he's a shovel expert, but
These are very
yeah, it's
particular
different.
jobs. Don't call us. We only do these.
They literally drew straws.
Man, they're
But
They're a challenge.
desperate times call for desperate measures.
hey, when that thing fired up, that was funny
Yeah, it's good.
because
That was cool.
81.
That 81,
Yeah.
dude. Because I mean, all that
Sitting
rust,
for 20 years, like
The-
that thing fired right up like a champ.
the mouse nest that
Stuart
popped
Little
out.
came out of
yeah,
the
Stuart Little
exhaust.
came out.
Right?
Dude, it was so
Piles
cool.
of rust. There's like,
Dude, it was awesome.
yeah, it was so cool.
But that thing was like you. Fred always calls some of them the cream puff. I mean, that was a cream puff.
Yeah,
Like
'Cause-
frost
fired up,
puff.
idled.
well,
like,
but I
It
was,
I swear to
sounded
God, it
perfect,
fired
like,
up and it
right
idled
when
like
it
right
started.
away. I'm like,
Yeah.
what is going on here?
There's such a thing as a
81
mud
shovel.
pie. That thing's a mud pie.
well, that's all that's in there.
Yeah.
Ain't no cream puff.
Mud daubers.
It is a cream puff, but it's been sitting a minute.
25 years it's been sitting.
Got 5 tags on it from Michigan.
It's pretty cool.
Dude said
Kinda.
it was his dad's bike, right?
It's cool.
Stoked to
It's
get
just
it.
old.
It's like
Yeah.
Bob Ross paint job on there.
Yeah, that's the nickname of it, Bob Ross.
Cool but
Was that not
old.
the customer's real name?
No, it's
Oh. Why did I think that was the customer's real name?
Why does it say that on the parts
You
box?
guys just kept calling it Bob Ross's bike. I was
Because
like,
the cactus
really? We have a
needs a little
customer named
friend.
Bob Ross?
Yeah, little Bob Ross paintings on the
Yeah.
side covers.
Little happy little
So-
accident.
I
What
guess
you're
I'm
saying
way
is-
out of the loop.
Everybody gets a nickname. Is that what you're saying?
The
Not
bike
every
is
bike.
cool but old, kind of
do.
like jail.
They all do.
Oh yeah, it can't be as cool as me, baby.
Respect your
A
elders.
little bit
That's
crusty.
Respect.
Yeah,
Crusty on the
a
outside.
little fired up, little ticked off.
Mud hanging from its underpart.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Mud dubbers living around. Yeah.
Yeah, when you get older, you get a little fired up. You get a little, yeah.
Yep. Cool.
All right, we got any more grievances?
Come on, Cookie.
No.
Cookie?
How about happy thoughts?
Y'all don't know who
Because I
Cookie
just
is.
gave
If
up
you
a
haven't-
happy thought. How about you? You got one?
A happy thought?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony, go around and say something nice about everyone.
About everyone?
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I could probably come up with one for everybody except for Jordan.
Just the arch.
Yep.
No, I will. I'll start with Jordan. Jordan,
He likes fish.
Jordan likes.
Do like fish.
He likes.
Nice.
Just bring him in the microwave.
No.
Stick him in the microwave.
No,
And run 'em.
He
I'll
likes
save
real
all
fish.
this for the end of the show, but I'll end the show on a good note. So
He
I'll
needs
save it.
time to think about it.
It's getting that time.
No, I'm saying you need time to think about it. You're not.
Yeah, I need.
He needs like 30 more
Hold on,
minutes to
Tucker.
come up
Where,
with
where is his koozie at?
I don't have.
Where's his
Don't need one.
koozie? He's over here.
Might need a new.
He doesn't need
Eating
fidget
the-
spinners
eating
when
the
he's
lights
got
over here
whiskey.
now.
We got any more grievances?
Kind of wanted to light up insurance companies with damage estimates, but I'm kind of the only one that has to deal with them right now. So
Let her rip.
Is there really
Rip
only
it.
one that sucks?
State Farm is probably hands
I was
down
thinking.
the worst motorcycle insurance company to work with.
Yeah.
And maybe the customer doesn't experience it the way that it happens at a shop, but I can tell you from the customer's side of it, they do not pay the amount of labor that anybody will charge to do these repairs. They're going to go through Harley Davidson's warranty times, and that is all they will pay for a labor rate. The dealership won't even do those jobs at that rate. So you are going to pay out of pocket, or you're not going to get everything fixed.
State Farm. I hope you're listening.
That's
Yeah.
a slam.
Yeah, because
by
what
the way.
was
And they use
Jake
a
from
third
State Farm.
Yeah.
Hope you're
They
listening.
use a third party to handle all of their claims process and photos. And like, I'm not a tech savvy person, and that's all the insurance companies in general, except for Harley Insurance. They no longer send anybody out to look at the bike themselves. They don't even care about it, but they do want you or us, whichever shop's working on it, to send the photos. Well, now I'm taking my phone and I'm taking these pictures, and then I got to email them to like a shop email or something. And then I got to email, this random like just a very generic email, and I get a response from sometimes 2 or 3 individuals handling, the case, and none of them ever know the whole story or what's going on. I talk to somebody different almost every time.
It's like Jake at State Farm.
Yeah.
And it will take me more than an hour just to get your pictures sent over to this insurance company, and they're not even going to pay the full cost for your repairs.
Damn. And they don't even answer the phone
They don't answer the phone.
or the emails.
I'm waiting on a response from an insurance company going on like 4 or 5 days now, and I've even sent follow-up emails like, hey, just checking on the status here, and like, come on, man, how much do we all pay for insurance? Like, do something. Like, you're already saving
Right.
money by not sending adjusters out
Yeah.
or paying for their gas
Yeah,
to
and
come
they're
out
working
and
from
do the
home, they
walk
still
around,
can't answer
take
the
the
damn
pictures. They don't even have to look up any of their own damn part numbers, man. Some of them do, but it's super generic. It's like, where's all that money go? This person's working from home. I can hear their dog in the background when I'm talking to them
Yeah.
on
I
the
think that's a
phone.
Or
kid.
the baby shit in their
Yeah,
pants.
I can get
Shit in their pants. If you can hear it shit in his pants on the phone, that's a bad deal.
like, come on, man.
Dude, Harley Insurance has been
Harley has
Oh,
a
yeah.
person
They're
here.
like 3 days
They-
out.
they-
money.
Done.
They come in, they
Love
take
'em.
their own pictures. They
That's
are
why I
on
run.
their hands and knees looking at the frame like Harley Insurance.
What's the other guys? Progressive. They're always on the Johnny on the spot too, right?
Nah.
No?
They used
No.
to be before COVID. I thought they were really good. And then when COVID hit, and then they were having us do all the photos, and and then I think they've stuck with that. They don't send out adjusters either.
Yeah, they're quick.
You need
man.
a drink, Fred?
No,
You thirsty?
nothing. I'm good. Peace. No, trying to quit.
He's just bored. He's hungry.
Yeah, I need some liquor. We need some
Kind of
liquor.
past my bedtime.
What about the people that email you and ask you a question, or want something, and you say no, that we can't do that, and then they call the front desk and ask the same question, thinking maybe that we're larger than we are,
Get a
and that we
different
don't all
answer?
sit and talk about it.
Yeah, that is a life hack. If you don't get the answer you like, try Jake, and maybe he's softer.
I want a different answer.
But he's not.
Kinda
Jake's
get
actually
a different
meaner.
guy.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
We love our customers.
We do love them,
We love them.
even the dumb ones.
Even when you're even when you're difficult, we do. But like this,
Don't be difficult.
You're gonna get the same
we
answer.
can't tell you that on the phone. It's just not.
Common
Not-
sense is the key.
It's frowned upon these days.
Where's my Oberons, though?
By the way,
4 to 6 weeks. You check the box.
Probably in the UK.
no, that's cool. I got mine.
Fred came
right.
back and
Worth
was
the wait.
complaining about his, and they were
are.
sitting up front on the table as
one of
he
the
was
best levers.
They
complaining
were
about
actually
it.
in my toolbox.
Yeah, Tori had already given it to
You
him.
didn't put them on yet?
They're on.
Oh,
Take it easy. Where's yours?
All right.
They're on.
Has anybody else got any
need
grievances?
breaks.
Okay, we're going to happy time now.
Happy time.
Is it time for the
What's
feat of strength?
Feats of strength.
What is the feats of strength?
Jake's been waiting for
You're
that.
about to find out, Owen.
Well, he's got Santa Claus all yoked up.
See
I
my
think it's Hulk
Festivus
Hogan.
pole?
Right? He's got
Uh-oh.
badass in it. What the
Oh,
fuck is that?
That is the
Anyway,
Tory-
Jordan.
That is the Tory correction
Isn't that
tool
like
right
a Christmas tree holder? It never got finished?
That's the Christmas tree. Festivus is no frills.
Oh,
Where's the
just a pole.
Because I
You don't put,
I
put
love
lights on your Festivus
I
pole.
Wanna
love
lick
I
it?
love Christmas.
No, you don't.
Is that why it's
You
like
wanna-
bear? That would be the,
GAO's version.
that is the
Just
JO
in case you
version of
want to lick
Christmas
it,
right there.
Jay.
Give it
Well,
a taste.
I will
Could
Christmas.
be the pole liquor.
I will Christmas story that thing, and just leave my tongue stuck.
Just give it a taste. Maybe you'll like it.
You were going to do it, weren't you?
All right.
It's not cold enough. Just put it next to Tori's heart, and we'll freeze this thing up quick.
Oh,
Well, unless anybody has any more grievances, we're going to wrap this thing up. We're going to move on. We're going to cut the camera, and then we're going to have feats of strength. And then all you listeners, you're going to have to tune in next year for next year's Festivus podcast. Whoever is hosting it next year is the winner of feats of strength. So,
Oh, there's gonna be a host.
It'll be Jake.
I mean, if
It's
you
gonna
beat
be-
me, you got to beat me.
Oh, that's easy.
You got to beat the head of household.
like arm wrestling or?
Well,
So
It'll
who's
be like
hosting
a-
it right
let's do a
now?
sprint. If we do the sprint, I got
Who's
it.
hosting right
In
now?
snow?
Tony?
Yeah, because he can't run.
Okay.
It'll be
Did
like
you win
a-
last year?
I always
slippery
win.
out there, you'll die.
He's still got a broken leg.
It'll be like
still
a
whoop your
bracket
ass, Owens.
elimination
Whooping nothing.
because
You like what?
it'll be like a bracket elimination because I'm sure almost everyone will beat Tony.
So there's not going to be no happy times?
Happy times.
Yeah.
Fred
I thought
just
you had
wants
good
his
stuff to
he
say
just
about
wants his
us.
compliment.
You said you were saving
Fred
them for
wants
the
a
end.
little ego stroking.
Oh, sorry, Fred. Okay, all right.
mind.
We'll end on happy
Changed my
times.
mind.
Pet the dog.
Fred, thanks for all the cams and all the big bores and all the work you did this year. You were a rock star. You were our number 1 hour biller for the year.
Wow.
So
Cool.
you carried us on your shoulders. So thank you. Owens,
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Owens,
Sir,
attention, sir.
got it.
Thank you for keeping spirits light, keeping us all having a good time, and laughing, whether it's at you or with you. A little bit of both,
at me,
but
yeah.
you bring a lot to our team. You keep our spirits up, and you're a rock star. You're my right hand man. So thanks for being here,
Thank you. Thanks.
Tor.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for being cool.
I wouldn't do any of this if I couldn't do it without you.
Ooh.
Couldn't do it with
Wait,
Without.
And that was quick.
can we cut that part out?
Cut
Can
the
we do
table
that
like
again?
cha-cha.
Here we go.
start over.
Take 2.
Are we doing gorilla? Are we doing gorilla?
No, I wouldn't want to do any of this if I couldn't do it. No, I think it's. Wait. Take 3.
I think he just appreciates you.
Yeah,
I
just
think that's what he's trying to
That's
say.
you,
man.
and I wouldn't
It's
want to
6th
do it
gear.
without you. Does that work?
It
Is
does.
that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's so nice.
6th gear.
Steve, I think you know because I've told you multiple times, but I rely on you. You're my first line of defense. You're my rock star. Thanks for all you do. You're exactly the guy I want at my front counter, and you are Tucker Speed all the way.
Best job I ever had.
Yes, I love it. Little fury.
I heard that earlier today too.
Jake, thanks for being on the team. You're, 4 months in?
Just about, yeah.
And you kind of just came right in, blended right in with the team. We love having you here. Thank you. Thanks for counting all the parts this year, too. But I didn't have to.
You're
I'm
welcome.
sure he counted all of them.
And taking the heat off me. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Jordan.
Oh.
Jordan is the one that makes all these podcasts. We have done, I think we only missed one podcast this year. So that makes, 25 podcasts that we did this year.
Dang.
Something.
Podcast Nazi.
And he makes
Good,
all of
man.
our
He's good.
videos. He makes us look good on Instagram. He makes us look good on YouTube.
Yep.
He's good at that shit.
If you email in through the website, you're probably talking with Jordan. So thanks, Jordan, for all you do on the dog pound side of the house.
And he's calling you a retard as he's answering the email.
I love all you guys. I really do. I love all of our listeners to our podcast. We're going to continue the podcast into 2025. I hope you guys are enjoying them. And we're going to cut the cameras. We're going to go into feats of strength. If you're listening, tune in next year for Festivus. Whoever's hosting is the one who beat me. But I'll see you next year. I'll be the host. Thank you.